Very interesting Friday evening game here. The Knights v the Rabbitohs, and I think it's going to be closer than a lot of people think. I think the Knights have been playing some decent brand of footy the last bunch of weeks, and being at home is also going to be helpful. And the Rabbitohs, despite having a nice game last week, have been average at best for the entirety of the year. So it'll be interesting to see how we play this one here for the 15,000 guaranteed prize pool. We got a few guys in the outside backs that I'm personally interested in, and Latrell Mitchell is definitely one of those guys at 19,200. I'm personally going to be going a little bit lighter in some of the other positions. So I think Latrell could be one to pick up, and you're looking for a real big score from him. He obviously has that chance to be able to do that in his second game back. He hasn't done it all this year in that 4 games that he played pre-injury, but I think this could be one of those games where he does step up, and if his rehab has gone really well, then there's a good chance that he can do that. And he's a guy that can break a game open. Obviously, Johnson's another one. If he gets multiple tries like Edric Lee and also Dom Young did last week, he could do well also at 15.5k. And if you think that the Bunnies are going to win, then that could be a decent one. Texie Hoy has been scoring fairly well in his games at fullback, so at 12,700 could do a great job for you as well. Isaiah Tass is one I personally will be selecting at 10,310. He has scored pretty much 3 great games compared to his price at 10,300 with a 30, a 55 and a 46 with 116 in there as well. So generally, they're the guys I'll be looking at selecting in this week, and we do see Bradman Best return as well, so great to see him back, but I won't be selecting him in this one. In terms of anyone else, you got Jackson Bolo as well, but scoring for him has been hit and miss. A few 30s are consistent lately, but before that, no real good scores apart from second game of the year. If we're moving to the halves and the hookers, there's only one guy I'm looking at selecting this week, and that's Silva Havili. So he's been scoring pretty well off the bench, in 40, 35, 45-minute rolls, and he now gets the 9 jersey with Cook in Origin camp. So Havili should be playing anywhere between 50 and 65 minutes, I would say. Obviously, potential that he plays the 80, considering they don't have a known hooker on the bench. There's no Mamazeles, for example. So Havili is first picked in my side, and the second one would be Cody Walker. Just to, if you can get a 60 or 70 like those couple of weeks in there, then he'd obviously be very valuable. Also, Clooney has been doing a decent job, but again, I think that Rabbitohs could win this one, and Clooney scores somewhere in that mid-30s. Milford and Randall I won't be touching because we've got Jaden Brayley back on the bench, and Milford's a bit too expensive for mine. Obviously, the 53 last week played a good one, but they're playing a better team this week. Forwards, we've obviously got some clear top guys. Clem's probably your best choice up top, getting a good chance of getting a 55 or a 60 there. Frizzell coming off 2 light ones. He obviously drops down a tiny bit in salary, but he's still priced really high, and that is because he generally hits that mid-50s average there. Barnett's another one, again scoring okay. Hasn't really cracked above that 51 for 6 weeks now, and I think that you're looking for definitely somewhere in the 50 mark for a Barnett if you're picking him. I'll personally go Kalamatangi over Mitch Barnett. He's been scoring 3 50s in a row with a chance to hit those high 50s, which is great. And if you're looking lighter than that, I personally will be going for Tavita Totola. He's had 2 great games in a row. Really, 36 is his lowest. 36.5 he'll cop for a 13.8 at a minimum, and he has a 72 in there when he picked up a try as well. So Tavita Totola, a great choice this week. Someone like Thomas Burgess has been scoring pretty well also. He had the 13 2 weeks ago, but other than that, 42 is his lowest in that last 3 of the last 4 games. Jake Cartwright gets his opportunity first time of the year, so he has played a bunch of games off the interchange bench over time. He's never had that start on an edge, but we're expecting sort of 50 to 60 minutes out of him and potentially a 30 to 35, 40 kind of score. So if you think that that's good enough for you at 10,390, then he could be the guy to pick up. Anyone else in here I'm probably looking to steer clear of. Obviously, Davin Wiley's there in the 17, but he never really gets the big minutes. So even if he gets a 5 to 10 more minutes, he's only going to get somewhere in the low 20s. So not really what I'd be looking for in this type of setup. So that's generally where I'm looking at the moment. Obviously, Curdy Mann's a half a decent option as well, but potential for not playing 80, and I just think there's better options out there. So that is the Friday wrap up, and I hope you took plenty out of that, and good luck for you in tonight. Jump in that sign up link if you haven't joined yet. It's down in the description, and I'll see you in the next few videos, guys. Have a good day.